Hi and welcome to New Root Studios. I'm Nick.
I'm Darren.
We're lucky enough to have Darren back with us. You'll remember him from a video that we did with him last year. Darren's here to help us, help you, help yourself to take care of your hair system at home. Many people who have ordered systems from us and from other places are a little bit lost when it comes to taking care of their unit. So Darren has been nice enough to give us his time and show you guys how to take care of your hair system at home properly. We're going to be going over how to make a template, how to change your adhesive, and there's a couple of different attachment methods. The first one is the polyfuse or permanent attachment in the back with glue or tape in the front. The next one is tape all the way around, and then the following one will be tape on the perimeter with the glue in the front. So you're going to need a few things to have handy to get the process going. So just make sure that you're organized and you have these tools with you before you get started. It'll make your life a lot easier. So let's go over the tools that you'll need. You will need a comb, a brush, a comb. You will need a blow dryer. You will need a mirror. And some shampoo and conditioner for color treated hair. These are the brands we like to use, but any good quality salon shampoo will work fantastic. You're going to also need a hair clip, very important, and some solvent. Solvent comes in two different containers. One is a dab-on and one will be a spray. Now the difference between the two solvents is the lace release is an alcohol-based solvent which evaporates quickly in the air, and technically you don't really need to wash it out. And the Action C22 or a bunch of other solvents do have a bit of oil in them which allows them to dry very slowly but need to be washed once they're applied to the hair system. So let's get started. First we're going to take our Action solvent and the towel. And the towel is just to make sure that in case we spray a little bit too much solvent in our hair, we get to catch it before it drips in our eyes. We're also going to need our clip. So we're going to start off by clipping the hair in the front of our hair system back. Now that's going to give us a nice clean hairline to work with and make sure that none of the hair falls forward and gets in our way as we're cleaning and lifting our unit. Now we're going to take our solvent, and we're not going to use it like hairspray. We're actually going to put it right where the tape is and start to gently spray it on the inside of the hair, making sure that we're wetting the tape. Now the first method of attachment we're using is tape all the way around. So Darren is going to spray the solvent all the way around the scalp. Now again, you want to try to hold the solvent as close to the base of the hair system as possible so that you're not wasting it and it is hitting the area where the tape is attached. Once you've gone all the way around, we're going to wait 30 seconds to a minute and allow the solvent to do its job. Now this is really important because if you try to lift the system off before the solvent works, you're going to lose a bit of hair, and over time the hair loss is going to cause the system to need to be replaced a little prematurely. Give your scalp or your forehead a little wipe with the towel, as Darren just did, to make sure that you catch all of the drippings. Now when you're ready to start lifting off your system, you're not going to grab the lace area. You're going to push back on the hair. And when the system's ready to come off, it will start releasing itself from the tape all on its own. Now if the system doesn't release itself from the tape, you either haven't put enough solvent or you haven't waited long enough for the adhesive remover to work. So now we're just going to tap that in with our fingers, making sure that it's nice and wet all the way around. And we're going to slowly push the front of the system back.
A bit more.
And again, it's really important that we have patience when we're doing this job, especially the first few times that you do it. Don't be in a rush. Don't be trying to change your system an hour before you have to go out on a Saturday night. Make sure you give yourself plenty of time to do the job properly. And it's starting to lift off nice and easy.
Gotta be patient.
Now as now as you're watching Darren do the hair system, remember these are techniques that we've developed over time. But as you get more and more familiar with the hair itself, you'll kind of develop your own technique and as to what works for you. You know, just keep in mind again, just to have some patience and give yourself a little bit of time.
It's coming up on this side.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little stubborn in the front.
Yeah, well maybe try to spray it a little bit closer to the front. Yeah. Well, obviously it would be a little bit easier if Darren had a mirror in front of him, which he doesn't. And there's a little bit of dripping.
There we go.
Yeah, so we're just gonna wipe our forehead and make sure none of the solvent drips in our eye.
There we go. There we are. It's really stuck.
Mm-hmm. And the adhesive holds on pretty good.
Oh, see, it's already come apart on the side.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. It's going. There you go.
So now again, the adhesive's lifted off by itself. Darren's going to continue to remove the hair system and then rest it down on the counter. Now as you can see, first of all, there's no hair attached to the tape. And that's really important because if hair is attached to the tape, you've taken the system off prematurely. And again, over time, will have the hair system fall apart on you faster than it should. By giving you enough solvent and time, the system didn't lose any hair, which you'll be keeping your system for a long time, and it'll be looking fantastic for months to come. Now take the adhesive in the front. You can take a grip of that now and just peel that right off. Now with the adhesive that's on your scalp, you can pull that off as your pain threshold will allow. And if you have a Bounty sheet or a Kleenex,
There you go.
to put the adhesive into.
That's it.
So now we're gonna give our scalp a wash, and we're gonna wash the inside of the system, and we're gonna show you how to do that. Washing the top of your head is just the normal, regular procedure. Now, if you do have a little bit of tape residue stuck to the scalp, you can take a little bit more of the solvent, and you can spray that around, making sure that you clean everything off nice, and also check the hair around the perimeter to make sure that no adhesive or solvent has bled into that area. If it has, again, spray in a little bit of solvent, apply a little bit of shampoo around the perimeter, and then using your comb, gently comb through the edges, and the small fine teeth of the comb will pick up any bits of glue or solvent that are stuck on the hair or on the scalp. Then you're going to take your towel and gently rub all of the adhesive residue off of the scalp. And once that's done, you just take a nice shower and we'll prep the system for reattachment.